nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Back to the air one more time. Caught in the backfield, it's James. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run back. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this open. Trying to beat the D deep. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of...
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Turn Nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on. But making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense.
Griffin. 29.
They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Back to pass, it's Gabriel. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Ready? 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Ducks are flying down the field.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's caught downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Durham. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, looking pass, and then slipping in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting a big TFL.
Fires to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone cover, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dances away. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The give to the lone running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Got it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
On the
I tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gaucho.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Easy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Razor.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lacy.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Get set.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the...
Nothing but green ahead. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And what?
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Yankee blue. Let's go.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Jackrabbit.
Going up top on first down. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
Ready?
First down to start the drive after the break.
Easy.
He's looking to throw it. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On the double.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense in their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he sped through that attempt, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Grab near the marker, it's Lacey. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Got it.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU!
And, you know,